Let's talk about the Super Bowl parade. And the time that you had.
Do you remember?
If you remember.
I just remember getting on the bus and then getting off the bus, and then Avante and JB was trying to be there for me, but
Go!
Seagulls, man.
Bro, you were,
That was my favorite. That was one of my favorite parts of the.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Seeing that video after the parade,
bro. Because you don't know what's going on in that. You don't know who. I didn't know where you were.
I was everywhere, bro. I was jumping in the crowd, like I just felt free.
Welcome back to Exciting Mics, presented by Vanda Pharmaceuticals. I'm Cooper DeJean.
And I'm Reed Blankenship. We're excited for another special guest episode featuring one of our Eagles teammates, Quinyon Mitchell.
Stay tuned for that, and remember to follow Exciting Mics on all platforms. Like, comment, share, and subscribe on YouTube and wherever you listen to your podcasts. Let's get it started. What's exciting us this week?
Yeah, you went to a celebrity basketball game, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Gilly put it on.
Yeah, obviously, dude. You're jumping out of the freaking building. You're so young still, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was a little sore after that one. I didn't feel young after it.
So how many points you have?
Someone on Twitter said I had 25 points.
Dude.
Which I mean.
Did it
I
seem
didn't,
like you had 25?
It didn't feel like I had 25 points, but.
How many times?
I want to know how many assists I had, though.
You had a lot of assists.
I feel like I had a lot of assists.
Gilly like that?
Gilly can play.
Gilly can play.
He got that little lefty jumper. But it was.
Who was on your team?
It was a bunch of people from Philly area, and other places. I think Zay was on my team. Isaiah Rogers. I was on Gilly's team. We did not end up winning, but
then you had
it was a blast.
Celebrity softball game to go to too.
Yes,
that you hosted.
And then I put on a celebrity softball game in Des Moines, Iowa, the great city of Des Moines, Iowa, great state of Iowa, for the Children's Hospital in Iowa City, place that means a lot to me, and the University of Iowa football program. That's who we do the wave to every time after the first quarter. So I decided to do a little softball game. Had some guys come out from the Eagles. Reed was there. Mm-hmm. AJ was there. Smitty was there. Slay. Isaiah Rogers was there. A bunch of guys from the Broncos. My boy Riley Moss was the other team captain. Dallas Clark was there. It was a good turnout. I think there was around 10,000 people.
That's what they said, 10,000.
Boy Reed hit a couple bombs. Got third.
Yeah.
Got third in the third in the home run derby.
Started getting fatigued.
Yeah, Reed. Yeah, I was.
It was a pitcher though. Your brother. You're the middle one. Yeah, he can't pitch no more.
Yeah,
man.
I didn't have a good showing in the home run derby. In case you guys wanted to know.
You went first.
Yeah, I went first and I hit 0 home runs. So
it's all right. You hit one out when it matters at the Philly Stadium. So
you're right to do that, but and then I got to. We were putting up a lot of runs in one inning, so they subbed out the slow pitch for a fast pitch.
Real deal fast pitch.
She's a freshman in high school, I believe.
Yeah.
Number 1 recruit in the nation in her class. Dude, but yeah, I was nowhere near touching that.
What is she throwing? What do you think she was throwing?
I don't know. It was all I know was fast.
Dude, I was so scared.
I was scared too. But
so scared.
Luckily, she was good.
She was very accurate.
Threw strikes. It was probably like what 60-something miles an hour.
You think?
But they're closer than a baseball.
That thing was
mound. So it's got to be like the equivalent of like a 90-some mile an hour fastball from.
Dude,
yeah,
I haven't seen
guaranteed.
anything like that since.
No.
Ever. First off, ever. But
I swung when the ball was in the catcher's mitt already. So, and it was ugly. To be honest, I thought I was gonna be able to get a hit off of her, but clearly not.
Bro.
That's different.
It's different.
It was a lot of fun, though. Yeah. We had a blast. Now we're going to get into our quick hitters. We're going to start off with a little reaction video. Went to UPenn last week, during the week, and
had some fun.
Played some basketball.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the end. This is right before we're about to leave. Saquon throwing me a lob. Throwing it down. I feel like I had a lot better dunks than this one throughout the day, but they weren't.
I saw you do that.
They weren't on camera.
Yeah, senior, I was like, all right, let's go. You don't need to do that no more.
Yeah, and then we needed to leave, but that was fun though.
That was fun. And then Saquon announced that he was on he is going to be on the
Cover
cover
of
Madden 26.
26, which is.
And
I think we got a video of him
we got a
doing
video of that.
doing the Madden cover shoot. Oh my gosh.
Dude, you know that's not real.
Is that not real?
He's definitely wired up, bro.
Is that him?
Yes, dude.
That is him?
Yeah, dude, that is Saquon.
He's got to be
think.
someone's pulling him on strings?
Yeah, dude.
No, he's got bunnies like that though.
Dude, that guy's going to be on the cover of.
That's insane. Yeah. Imagine being the guy getting hurdled to be on the cover of Madden.
Oh, it just gets worse and worse.
You think it's just like a random guy?
That guy?
I think it's.
Oh, yeah.
You think it's just a random guy?
Yeah. They're not going to call the guy you actually jumped over.
I mean, it'd be kind of sick though.
No, I'm not going to be put on a cover like
I bet the dude he hurdled would be down to do that though. To be on there.
I don't know. We might have
Cover.
two different opinions on that.
It was also announced that he is a 99
That's
overall.
huge. He got a diamond chain for that too, didn't he?
Prestigious club.
Yeah.
But that's kind of
That's
sweet.
tough, bro.
Got a nice little
Dude's
chain.
Just, dude's
little
just breaking
99
records
chain.
here and there. Let's
Yeah, that
doing
is
his own
sweet.
thing.
That is awesome though. And then we got the finals coming up.
Mm-hmm. You're a basketball guy, so you need a
Big basketball guy. Pacers versus Thunder. I want the Thunder to win. That was
Wow.
my prediction way back when.
Oh, really?
Who do you think's gonna win the playoffs though? I like the Thunder. I think
Yeah.
they got Shea. Have you been watching the NBA?
Not really, man. I'm not a big NBA guy.
No, Thunder's nice. Tyrese Halliburton has been going crazy. The Pacers, like they have a good solid core around him, which they play well together. But I think, the Thunder are just so young, and they got a lot of talent. They got, Shea, obviously, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, I believe, who's their other star. But they just play defense too, which is
So
cool to see.
you got OKC.
I got OKC, yeah.
Okay, I'll take the Pacers just to go against you, bro.
You're taking the Pacers?
Just to go against you.
You think
All right.
Halliburton's going to win Finals MVP, though, if they win it?
Yeah.
You don't know anything.
I don't. That's why I got you here, brother.
All right, I got Shea taking home Finals MVP. Then your boy,
My boy Scottie.
Scheffler,
Scottie Scheffler.
won the
Dude's
won
a
the PGA
freaking
Championship.
dog, bro. What is it? What do they call him? The Scheffler slide?
Yeah, with his
I want to try to do
back
that.
leg.
Yeah.
You're lefty though, so
I am. Okay, so I can still do it.
You can
Just do a
but
reverse.
It's not as cool.
Dude, he's a GOAT.
Do you think he's going to be the new GOAT of golf? Like, you think he's going to be better than
Dude,
Tiger Woods
I think so.
and
I
all
would
those
say
guys?
You can put him in that category. He has to complete a Grand Slam, right? He hasn't completed a Grand Slam. That's winning them all. I don't think.
I don't think he has either.
I don't think he's won a U.S. Open.
But the U.S. Open is coming up.
I know. He might be on fire, bro.
He's been on fire for the last
I know.
2-3 years.
Dude's freaking
He's
good.
been going crazy. He's fun to watch. I wish
Fun
I
to
could play
watch.
golf like that.
I know. Dude's dialed. And their caddies, they're like best friends.
Oh yeah, that's got to be sweet.
You gotta trust your friend.
Just walking around with your boy and him telling you what to do.
what to do. Yeah.
It is time for exciting bites, presented by Cooper Cheese. It's not just any cheese; it's Cooper.
Cooper.
Today we have Del
Rossi's.
Rossi's
Yep.
cheesesteaks. I got a regular cheesesteak.
And I got a chicken
Reed
cheesesteak.
has a chicken cheesesteak, and we're gonna try them out
And
rate 'em.
Yeah. Rate it 1 through 10.
just as we. Ooh,
Always do. Ooh.
a lot of meat packed in here.
A lot of little heftiness right here, you know?
Initial thought. It's really good.
The thing is, I like the chicken too.
I like the bread.
If you don't like the steak, for sure get the chicken. Obviously.
Let me try that chicken one.
Pretty good.
What side did you bite off of?
It don't matter.
We're brothers.
That one right there. Good gosh, dude.
Good God, man.
It's pretty good, ain't it?
Oh yeah. All right, let's rate these cheesesteaks here. My brother. What are you gonna rate the chicken cheesesteak?
I'm gonna give it 8.2.
Oh
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You
That's
like that?
nice. Snail.
Nice snail, bro. That's
that was
it.
nice though.
What about you?
Good
Because you tried both of them though. I didn't try the cheesesteak.
I'm going 8.4 on the chicken cheesesteak.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of cheese on it though. I like it.
Yeah. The more I eat, this one though, I'm gonna have to go 7.9 probably.
Really?
Yeah. The more I eat it, the better it gets.
I like the bread though. I
Wish
like
if there was a little more Cooper cheese on there, it would have been.
So you're a cheesy guy.
Yeah, I like a lot of cheese.
A lot of cheese, Cooper cheese.
But
I like that.
Del Rossi's cheesesteaks.
You'll be seeing
Pretty
me
fire.
again for sure. Shout out to our exciting bites sponsor, Cooper Cheese. You can find Cooper in the deli section of your local grocery store. Make sure to go to coopercheese.com to find the closest Cooper near you and order exclusive merch.
The merch is pretty fire.
It is. I
got
got a shirt.
sweatshirts, shirts, hats, whatever. We got footballs.
You got footballs?
Yes.
Wow.
The merch is
Whole lot of merch.
Go get your merch. Cooper Cheese.
It's like the Thanksgiving girl.
CooperCheese.com. All right, let's get into our fellow defensive back.
Quinyon.
Great friend of ours, Quinyon Mitchell. Today.
Know him as Quinyonamo Bay. Florida native. First team All-American. I mean, good gosh, dude. Finally get you on the show.
Yeah, welcome on.
Welcome
Yeah,
on,
man.
dude.
I appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
man.
man.
Appreciate it.
Let's talk about where you're from.
Yeah.
Williston, Florida.
Yeah, man.
What was it like growing up there?
You know, it's just like a small town. You know, everybody know everybody. You know, playing football in the churchyard and stuff like that. So, I mean, it was great. You know, great experience. I feel like I learned a lot. You know, from being from a small town. So, I mean, it was good growing up, I'll say.
Did you play football your whole life?
Yeah, I started playing football when I was like 6 or 7. You know, my dad introduced me to football. I used to watch football with my mom, you know, as a kid and stuff like that. So, yeah, I started playing when I was like 5 or 6.
5 or 6. That's
yeah.
crazy.
That is crazy. I didn't play until I was like in
What would you call that? What did y'all
second
call
grade.
That? Was this Pop Warner?
Yeah, Pop Warner.
Yes. Yeah.
First it was WYA, then Pop Warner. Yeah.
like was it flag or tackle?
Nah, no flag.
Dude, we didn't.
Nah,
Dude, flag's a new thing. Well, y'all are young, but like flag's a new thing now.
I never. Yeah, I never.
There was
I
flag
never
was
played
not
flag.
a thing.
No,
They just,
it wasn't.
dude. Sorry, but like we would go to a garage or something, and they would fit us with these bucket helmets. That's all that fits. It works. So, anyways, back to
Did you always want to play in the NFL growing up, or was that ever like a goal of yours?
Yeah, so when I was younger, I used to watch like all the football games with my mom and stuff like that. She a big football fan, so she always watching games and stuff like that. So yeah, she kind of put that in my head for me to like, you know, want to play at this level.
It didn't like hit you. Like when did it hit you that you could play? Like actually hit you? Was it like in college or like high school?
You know, it was always a dream, but you know,
Right.
coming from that small town, you know, like not too many people made it for real. You know, especially not in football. You know, I think we had like one in baseball, one in basketball, but like probably in college, you know, I always knew I could do it, but you know, when it became like really real, you know, my last couple years at Toledo for real.
Were you like the only kind of one to make it that far for like in your high school? Or did
Yeah.
you have, obviously you had the college or the baseball, but I'm talking about like football wise.
Yeah, you know, we had, you know, it's a small town, so it's kind of like, you know, a lot of people who should have made it, you know what
Right,
I'm saying, but
right.
didn't. But man, we had a lot go to college, but you know, ultimately, they came back and stuff like that. So it's kind of really the first one to like go out and stick with it for real.
How did you make it to Toledo from Florida?
Yeah, man. So I was getting recruited by like everybody, you know, and just going through high school, kind of had like a grade situation, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel like they kind of just stuck me through the whole process. So like I had to sit out like 6 months after I graduated or whatever. And yeah, they just stuck with me the whole time. So when it was time for me to go, that's why I chose Toledo.
Is it how much different is Toledo from Williston, Florida? Is it a lot different, or is it still like a small
otherwise,
town
probably.
vibe?
No, I'll say it's just colder, you know, but they both kind of like laid back in their own kind of way for real.
Yeah.
I've never been to Toledo. Is it like a smaller college town or
Uh,
did you even like go out to?
Yeah, so like my first 2 years, I ain't go out at all. You know,
Wow.
I just stayed in the dorms. But,
Yeah.
you know, when I was like a junior, senior, you know, we'll go out to like bars and, you know, stuff like that. So
I don't know what's in Toledo.
Me
honestly.
neither. I think I've driven through actually.
I know we played you on Bahamas Bowl.
I know.
yeah, I think it's like 45 minutes from Detroit. But yeah, we did play.
Is
out
it?
Yeah.
Dude,
Wait,
I
you guys
legit-
played against each other?
I don't think we played against each other. I think it was a year off. Or did we play against each other?
Nah, I know we played y'all in the Bahamas Bowl.
So you were there?
Yeah, I was there.
Were you playing?
I don't remember you, but I don't remember what she was doing. But,
That's crazy, bro. That was my senior year.
I think that was my second year at Toledo.
Growing up, did your dad start a football team in your hometown?
Yeah, so my dad, he's always been there for me, but growing up when I was younger, he was kind of in prison. But I think when I was in elementary school through middle school, he kind of got out for like 4 or 5 years and started a youth football team called the Williston Raiders, and really just groomed me and my fellow what do you call it? Friends. Yeah, into football players, man, and it's kind of the reason why I love the game today because of him.
Like, was that your first time playing when he started the team, or did you play before that?
when he
so he's always kind of been your coach?
Yeah, always. Yeah, when he was out.
Was he hard? Like, was he hard on you during the time?
Yeah, he was like real tough on me. He held me to the high standard, but I loved it and I appreciate him for it.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, you can tell now. I mean, first round pick.
First round pick.
Something right.
Yeah.
Who do you think you model your game after? Who are some guys that you like to watch?
I gotta say Slay. A guy who I've always modeled my game after. Was blessed to play with him for 1 year. With guys like Pat Surtain and Derek Stingley, and the list can go on and on for real.
Yeah.
I would say.
What was it like getting drafted to the Eagles and knowing that you get to play with Slay?
It was good. At first I was kind of mad because I was in the green room for like forever.
What pick was it?
22.
20. Dude.
Yeah, so I was there from like 8. I didn't get drafted until like I would say like 10, 30, 11. So I was kind of there like all day. So I was pissed off, but it turned out in my favor, and I was glad I got drafted here.
Loved it, bro.
Yeah.
Great year too, dude.
Let's talk about your family. You grew up with 5 siblings.
Yeah.
How many brothers?
You're the
and
oldest,
sisters?
youngest?
Yeah, so I'm in the middle. So I got one older brother, and then I got 4 sisters, 3 younger than me and then 1 older than me.
Yeah, so your mom was a registered nurse.
Yeah.
And you said you had 5 siblings?
Yeah.
So how did she manage being a registered nurse? I mean, obviously I don't know what they go through, but I know a little bit, and it's a lot.
A lot of hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like when my dad was home, he kind of made it easier for my mom. Yeah. But when he was away, it was times where I wouldn't even see her. Sometimes I come home from school and she'll get laid off from work. But she's a grinder. She's where I get my work ethic from. So I really appreciate her. For all she's sacrificed. The time and the effort she's put in. For me and my family. So,
now is she still?
Nah. She's not working no more.
I love that.
Yeah, she ain't working no more. She retired, man.
Is that because of you?
Yeah.
That's big time, bro.
For sure.
That is sweet.
That's sweet.
She deserved it. Yeah,
absolutely, yeah. That's big time, bro.
No doubt.
Vanda Pharmaceuticals is a global biopharmaceutical company with headquarters in Washington, D.C.
Leading from our nation's capital, Vanda was founded 22 years ago to develop innovative therapies to improve the lives of many, utilizing technologies including genetics and genomics to inform drug discovery and development.
Vanda's commitment is to challenge the status quo and propel innovation forward in pursuit of happiness.
From groundbreaking therapies to players making history, we know excellence is derived from exceptional people coming together as a team.
A true maverick in the pharmaceutical space, Vanda Pharmaceuticals is proud to be the title sponsor of this podcast.
Vanda Pharmaceuticals innovate in the service of people's pursuit of happiness. Summer is here. More sun, more light, more time to do all the things that make summer so special.
And the number one thing you don't want to be doing all summer, spending hours cooking inside.
That's where Factor comes in. Factor's chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals are ready in just 2 minutes, taking the hassle out of eating well.
Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat, perfect for any active lifestyle over summer and beyond.
With 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your summer gains and goals.
Choose from options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more.
Factor empowers your day sun up to sundown with nutritious breakfasts, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. Factor has your whole day covered.
Enjoy more this summer. Get Factor if you want all the flavor and none of the fuss.
If I need a product like this, Factor is what I'd use.
Get started at factormeals.com/exciting50off and use code exciting50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
That's code exciting50off at factormeals.com/exciting50off for 50% off plus free shipping.
Factormeals.com/exciting50off.
Welcome back to Exciting Mics presented by Vanda Pharmaceuticals. Let's get into Toledo.
Big dog at Toledo.
Yeah.
When did you start getting recruited out of high school?
I'll say the end of my junior year. I got my first offer from like FAMU, and then just kind of just kept going up from there. For real.
How many offers did you have? Do you remember them all? Or
Yeah, so I think I had like 12. You know, I got my first offer because like I used to go on Twitter and I used to just like follow coaches and then just like
comment your huddle.
Nah, not comment, but I just like all they posts, so you know I can get recognized and stuff like that. And then after that, it's just kind of like blew up for real.
So you had 12 offers, but did you ever like cut your list down to
Nah.
like final
Did you
schools?
like travel? Did you go on any visits anywhere else? Or
Yeah, I took my first visit to Illinois. Then I went to Toledo.
What did you say? Illinois?
Yeah, Illinois. Then I went to Toledo. I went to Arizona State. Then I went to Rutgers. And
So what stood out? Why did Toledo stand out? Because they were loyal to you a little bit.
Yeah, you know, they was always there. And then, you know, Coach Kendall and the whole coaching staff, you know, they're my guys. So
Yeah.
it's kind of just gravitated to it for real.
Are they still there?
Yeah, Coach Kendall's still there. I got a different DB coach, but Coach Kendall and the strength Coach B, they're still there.
Did you start freshman through? How many years were you there? 5?
Now I was at 4.
Did you start every single year or no?
Nah, the first year was COVID, so we didn't have like no fall camp or
yeah.
nothing like that.
How many games did y'all play that
I
year?
think we played like 6. It started like in November. So I got my feet wet that year, and then the next year I started, and then after that it's kind of like took off for real.
So you started the final 3 years?
Yeah, final 3.
Was there ever a moment where you were like, I could really, you know, play at the highest level, like play in the NFL? Like I really have a chance to do that at any point in college, or did you always?
Yeah, it's just that mindset. You know, when I first got on campus, you know, I felt like, you know, I was the best DB there. You know, ultimately we had like older guys there who was playing and stuff like that. But, you know, once I got on campus, you know, I knew, you know, this was a real thing for real.
Even with like NIL and everything
Was that
going on nowadays.
Yeah, when did NIL start? Was that 21?
It probably started your sophomore year. It started my freshman year, I think.
It really started like my junior year.
Was there any like NIL deals in Toledo?
Nah,
Nah,
not a
very
big. It only happened my last year where like
Oh.
we was really like getting like paid and stuff like that. But other than that,
I'm just
like,
trying
nah,
to think what would be. Dude, I've never been to Toledo. I'm just thinking because it's like from what you say, and it's like I feel like it's a smaller college.
I mean, we sell like glass. Like we know like the Glass City.
The
that's what we
Glass
know.
City.
Yeah.
The Glass City.
Selling glass and stuff like
It's
that.
always snowing up there.
Yeah. It'd be real
there.
cold.
Were there other like colleges, like bigger colleges, trying to pull you away from Toledo?
Yeah, my last year they hit me in the Twitter DMs and stuff like that, but I ain't really like paying.
You stayed loyal.
Stay loyal, bro.
Yeah, them my guys.
I like that, man. It's hard to find that now.
It is.
Very hard.
Today,
You got all
with-
the. I'm not. Whatever. We can get. That's another topic. But like
I feel like it's kind of ruining it
to an
for
extent,
everybody.
because
Especially,
I play the game because I love the game.
yeah.
And when you get to NFL, that's a reward. Whatever. That's just my. I'm not against anybody getting paid. Whatever. But
I feel
don't
like
know.
it's going to become more rare to find
Yeah.
like NFL prospects from smaller schools just because those guys are transferring.
Because y'all are probably the last. No, because y'all. I was gonna say the NIL started with y'all, pretty much. Technically,
My
maybe.
freshman, sophomore year, yeah.
Yeah.
After my freshman year, I think.
So that's kind of all y'all know now.
NIL.
And like everybody else behind y'all.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like it's two sides to it though. Like, you know, some people got to transfer, you know, because that's just what they got to do.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Right.
You know, on the other end, it's just like, you know, just like chasing a bag and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy to even talk about chasing a bag in college.
So,
I know dudes are coming to the NFL with
More money than
millions
I've
already.
made in 4 years. Dude, it's crazy. But it is what it is.
What was draft day like? Who were you with in the green room?
yeah, I was with my mom, you know, my 3 little sisters, my grandma, and then my head coach, my strength coach, and then my DB coach in the green room.
And they stayed with you the whole day.
Yeah. At the beginning, like we had to go and like take pictures and stuff like that.
What time? Yeah, what time does it start? Take me through that because I have no idea.
I don't either. I didn't go.
I think.
Yeah, What? I'm living through you, bro.
Yeah, man, it was a chill day. I had to go there. I got ready at like 5. Then I had to be there like 5 to red carpet and interviews and stuff like that. Then we got to the green room like I think like 7:30, and then the thing rung at like 8, and then that's when it kind of started and everything like that.
Have you ever walked the red carpet before?
Nah.
That was your first time?
Like that. What was your fit? I forgot your
I
fit.
think I had on like all black.
I'm all black, everything.
All black.
I'm
Yeah.
all black kind of guy. So I had on like all black or not. Yeah.
Did you get a chain made for the draft?
Nah.
You didn't?
Nah, I had on some jewelry
Okay.
or whatever. I gave it back. Yeah.
You gave it back?
Yeah. I gave it back.
You gave it
Hey,
back.
that's funny.
That is funny.
Yeah.
But like, were you like a nervous wreck the whole? Like, how do you? Because you're always calm on the field, bro.
Yeah.
And in like crazy situations, you're always calm.
Yeah.
Like, how were you then? Like, obviously, it's a big moment in your life. How were you handling it then?
I was calm, bro. Like I didn't even cry. You know, I didn't tear up. I was really just like mad. Like, you know, I was ready to be off the board for real. Felt like I was sitting there forever. But you know, I was calm. You know, my people, they cried and stuff like that. But
Right.
I was cool for real.
They watched you grow and do all that, but I mean, you got another job to do.
Do you have any teams that you wanted to go to, or you thought you might?
Nah, the Eagles, man. That's
Yeah,
where-
I like
that's where
that.
I like
wanted to
that.
be,
Good
bro.
answer. Good answer.
That's a great answer. He put you on the spot. I would never do that.
That's crazy, cool. That's crazy, bro.
I was born to be a Philadelphia Eagle.
Yeah. Going back to Toledo, you put up some stats, bro.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you could catch the ball for real. You know?
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
You have 4 interceptions in one game.
Yeah. I don't know why he kept throwing the ball, but
Who was it?
I forgot the quarterback name, but
Who was the team at least?
oh,
I don't wanna
NIU,
put that
yeah,
guy on
yeah,
blast.
NIU, yeah, NIU,
NIU.
yeah. That's the game where I kind of like, you know, took off. You know, my
Yeah.
confidence got way higher.
I can
and
only
then-
imagine.
What year was that?
I think that was 2022.
Your junior year?
Yeah, my
Sophomore?
junior year.
year?
Yeah.
Was that your best year? You think? Did you have you have a breakout year like in high school? You have your junior years.
Was your junior year like
Was your junior year your breakout year?
Yeah, it was my breakout year, and then my last year was kind of like just my like double down year,
Yeah.
just like locking in for real.
4 interceptions in one game now?
Dude, you got to be on cloud 9.
Yeah,
I watched this dude catch the ball, try to catch the ball in practice.
I've been getting
and in
better
games.
though. Don't
Yeah,
do that.
nah.
I've been getting better, bro.
Hands are getting
You've been
better.
working on that.
Yeah,
We've been with Jeff Scott every day after practice.
Yeah, I don't
Catching
know how much
balls.
that's doing. Hey, y'all
Hey, it's
funny
doing
for that.
something. It's doing
y'all
something.
funny for that though.
It's doing something. Let's get into the first year. Me and Q's first year.
Yeah.
yeah.
What a class.
When you first met me and Q, what were your
Dude,
thoughts?
I thought y'all were just silent. Like, dude, I have never in my life been around like guys that just didn't want to say a word. And I understand because I was in y'all's shoes, and I was like, you know what? I want to make it my job, my priority, to come in here and say what's up to these guys every day, just so I can get some sort of personality out of these dudes. Coop came along faster than Q did,
Thought it
but
was the other way around. I thought I came along more.
I
than
thought Coop was faster than you.
Coop. Oh, I don't know. I thought Coop was quiet. Like,
Y'all both were. I mean, it's hard. I mean, at first it was tough.
Q has his moments.
Q has his moments, but now, like, throughout the year, Q is one of the funniest dudes.
nah, man, that ain't
Bro,
me.
you're
He's like
one
a
of,
quiet
bro,
type of
you're one
funny,
of the
though.
funniest dudes. Like, I could be sitting in a DB, like today or whatever. I was sitting in a DB meeting, whatever. And I just look back at Q.
Cause he be trying to be funny, bro.
He always got
Like,
his hood
trying to
up.
be
He always
funny.
got his hood up.
Like, I just want to see you laugh, bro. I
I
know
be
you're gonna
chilling,
laugh.
bro. I be chilling.
But no, y'all are both quiet, but y'all have grown.
Yeah, we've
in
grown.
essence, yeah. It's cool.
We've come out of our shell a little bit.
That's all, man. I mean, you're going to be who you want to be, and that's kind of just what our locker room is.
Yeah.
You know, just be you.
We're
And
trying
Slay helped a lot too.
Yeah,
Nah, he
Slay
did.
did.
He did.
Because Slay brought it out of you for sure.
Nah, he did. That's my guy, man.
we're trying to find our footing, you know?
Yeah.
We're gonna get everything down and
Yeah, that's the toughest part.
What
but no, I did it.
what was your welcome to the NFL moment? Do you have one? Or you were just
Man,
locking
if you-
dudes down all
Dude,
year?
this is crazy.
Nah, it's probably last year when we was doing like box drill. Honestly,
Wow.
bro, like box drill. I feel like box drill is crazy, bro.
Man, we need to get a
It's still
video of
lit.
box drill,
Box
bro.
drill.
Yeah,
People
you
don't
box
understand
drill.
the box drill stuff.
yeah.
I mean, I love it, to be honest.
Do you?
I really do.
Do you?
you cap.
I
That's
love the
why-
box
dude,
drill.
You
Dang
cap. You cap.
Why?
I'm
Why
gonna
do you
wear my
love it?
T-shirt next episode.
Why do you? Dude, that's the craziest T-shirt ever. It's just 4 dots.
People who don't know, box drill is a conditioning drill that
We
we
need a
do
clip of it.
every
actually.
single day after practice. You set up 4 cones in a box, 7x7, right?
Is it 7x7?
7x7,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it is
And
7x7.
you start in the middle of the box. They point to one cone. You run to that cone and back, and then another cone and back, and then
That's just the warm up.
that's
That
just
one
warm
cool.
up.
All
Bro,
around
that-
the world is
Yeah.
that's the
All
crazy
around the
one, man.
world, dude.
And then
they can get you.
You'll
on
do that once or twice, and then they'll get you in the box, and you'll just go from one to another to another to another, and
It
there's
is
no,
good condition.
There's no limit on how long they can hold
No
you in there.
limit.
So
Bro,
you could be
no
in there for a
limit.
Don't
while.
go with CP, bro. Don't go with
CP.
He's
yeah.
still taking it hard on you, bro.
Yeah, he crazy.
You need to talk to him about
JK
that.
was going crazy too.
Dude, he's always like that. Y'all don't understand.
Nah, he
Those
be
are
chill.
DB
though.
coaches.
I thought
Who?
when we was in the indoor, I thought he was chill.
Indoor is different.
Yeah,
He ain't got no space in the indoor. Was you with me in the indoor?
yeah, it was
Dude,
me,
you-
you, Mac.
Bro, he's giving Mac some
Yeah,
stuff today.
Yeah, Mac was
And
in there for
Keely.
a while.
But dude, he'll reach out and bite your
Yeah.
quads, man. So you're saying that's your welcome to the NFL moment?
yeah. Like last year, like I was dead after that, bro.
You didn't have any throughout the season or anything?
What was it like going up against AJ and Smitty for the first time?
Bro, you were
What was that
talking
He was talking,
Dude.
He was talking
Yeah.
smack and during camp. It was funny.
straight to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just trying to get my feet wet. Yeah, I just want to compete, bro.
That's some
all
of the
it
best
really
of the
was,
best,
bro,
though.
man.
Yeah.
I just knew, like, you know, if I go out here and lock them boys down, like, you know, I'm gonna be straight for real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be straight,
You were.
man.
You were. Yeah. Who do you know who gave you the nickname Quinyonamo Bay?
I don't even know how that started.
Me neither.
Yeah,
Sick though.
it was like I think it was Quinyonamo, and then I think it was like Quinyonamo Bay, so it was like two in there.
What was your reaction though when you first heard that nickname? Now you got merch and everything.
Yeah, I felt like it's cool, man.
Yeah.
Straight.
Did somebody give you? Didn't somebody give you handcuffs?
Yeah, the sign at the Lasana.
Dude, that's hilarious. That is a sick nickname though.
You got
Take
everybody.
it, run
You
with
guys make sure you guys go get your Quinyonamo Bay merch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're finna drop some this summer and before
Really?
the season, so go
Okay.
get it.
We played some pretty tough receivers this year.
Yeah.
Who do you think you're? Do you want to name names? Do you want to do your
Or
top
just-
three
Uh,
toughest receivers to cover man to man
Yeah, I'll say
or most challenging?
AJ,
AJ.
Smitty, and I feel like me and Terry had some good battles, so
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll say them three for real. You know?
They're all vets, man.
Being able to go up against those guys in practice every single day, I think that's
That
what.
helps.
Yeah.
That's
a
what
lot.
helped.
Then, you know, we had Jamar, CD, like
Yeah,
you know, we had some guys.
there's
for
a-
real.
lot of
Mike
good-
Evans.
yeah.
There's a list, bro.
A lot of good guys we played
We got
against
some
last
guys
year.
this year too, though, for sure. Like it's gonna
Yeah.
be a good year for sure.
Yeah, especially in our division.
Yeah.
I mean, we got
We got a good, like a really
Pickens,
good group of guys.
CD,
Pickens,
yeah.
Debo, Terry,
Forgot about
league
Debo.
neighbors.
Yeah.
So, but it's
Some guys.
yeah, we got some guys in our conference. Let's talk about your first two interceptions.
Didn't come until
Waited
when?
all year.
Yeah.
No, don't say
Don't do
wait
that,
all
bro.
year.
Waited all year.
When you
Yeah.
did it for the last game of the year.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he
what
had-
about those?
He could have had at least 5 this year, though.
We
I feel
know.
like.
Dude, you could have had one Atlanta. Second game of the year.
Second game of the season.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could have won the first game of the season, I think.
Was it?
Nah.
No.
Green Bay?
Nah, I don't think
Okay.
so. Nah.
Well,
I know how to. Never mind. I was
But
gonna
what
say
was-
there was one. He was talking so much smack. I had to grab him.
Yeah,
Shoulder
finna
pads,
fight
bro.
out there,
Stop.
Man.
what was it feeling though? Like after your first interception,
Man, I ain't sleep the whole night.
what you
Yeah.
doing?
I was-
Partying or
your
what?
phone was probably blowing
Nah,
up.
nah, I wasn't partying. I was at the crib. Like I was just up all night. Like I couldn't even go to sleep. I was so excited.
That was Green
Yeah.
Bay, right?
And then
Yeah,
our
Green Bay.
freaking celebration that I
Bro.
hand
bro.
up accountability. That one
Dude,
was on me.
y'all were so off key, dude.
We didn't.
That was cool.
That
bro.
could have been
I know,
so
it was
sick.
me,
when did
but-
y'all talk about that?
It had to be like Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
Like late in the
Y'all
week.
didn't tell anybody.
Nah, we won't be telling nobody.
Yeah, we just doing our thing.
I could have
bro.
worked on it a little bit better.
I know we didn't practice it one time. Though we just
That
raw
would have
dogged
been
it.
sick, though.
We went. If I could say-
Because you, bro,
We just
when he kicked you
went
in
out
the
there with no
stomach,
practice.
whatever, kicked you in the stomach, I don't know what you did, bro.
I tried. I tried to set it up. He kicked me in the stomach.
Dude.
So I tried to
Bad, bro.
bend
And then-
over like I was.
Hey, bro.
And then
And
I
he jumped up.
Then
when
I
you-
I don't know what he
jumped
tried to
up.
do, bro.
He jumped in the air, and I was already on the ground.
Hey, dude. I was in tears when I saw that.
Bro. I rewatching. I'm like, cool. What are you doing? Man? Like, you tripping? Bro. You
Did he
tripping.
just jump on top of him?
Yeah, like because he already on the ground. So
We needed to practice that more, though.
Y'all need to do something. So, like, speaking of the handshakes, like, what did y'all do the pregame? Like, I forgot to ask y'all that last year or this past. What is that pregame?
We come up with We had a couple different handshakes.
But it was the one like, what was that one?
Yeah.
That one was Q. Q came up with
What's
that one.
one?
I don't know. It's just thinking on the
So
spot.
you made it up.
Yeah. We just do random shit on the spot.
But y'all do. I feel like y'all
There's a
did
picture
that
of,
one.
There's a
lot.
picture of me and Q doing our handshake. We're like dancing, and Mr. Lurie's just standing there watching at the Super Bowl.
Is
right
it?
before
Oh,
the
you
game.
gotta post that.
I know. But we just be coming up with random stuff.
I feel like y'all did the same one though, over and over again.
We were supposed to do. This was on me, but after my touchdown in the Super Bowl, we were supposed to do Sweet Chin Music.
Yeah.
But I got too excited. I forgot all about it.
Didn't you just
and
go straight to the bench?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
running up to him,
You
and
can
he
see
running
Q
the
running up
opposite
to me,
way.
like,
What are you doing?
getting ready to do it, and I just was
Dude,
running
that would
away.
have been sick.
I know it would have been sick.
Oh my gosh.
Plus, we could have got our redemption back, but hopefully next season we'll get
Y'all got to pull some wrestling move out.
I know.
Yeah, we
Like
got-
619. Dude, you got to do the 619 somehow.
Oh, we could swing around the
Swing
we'll
around
get
the
a flag for
goalpost.
that though. All right, we'll talk about this another time.
That'd be sick though.
Yeah.
You know,
What do you think your biggest lesson from your first season in the NFL was?
I'd probably say just do something outside of football, honestly.
Yeah.
Like y'all said, I just be chilling at the crib, so just get out more and just do something fun for real. Instead of just
What do
football.
you do outside of football though?
Please explain to everybody.
I be on YouTube all day.
Like, what do you watch? So y'all both are YouTube.
I love
people.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all are YouTube kids. So like,
Shout out YouTube.
why? What's so special about YouTube? I know it's got everything on there, but
It's
like,
got
what do you watch? Do you watch like golf stuff?
I watch golf videos. I watch like vlogs, podcasts. You could watch whatever.
I just be listening to music, and I
On YouTube?
turn on a couple podcasts, but that's about it.
Podcast? What kind of podcast you listen to?
Exciting mics.
Love that.
Thank you.
Come on,
Love
So
that.
biased. But thank you.
come on, man.
I like that. YouTube.
He just be chilling
bro.
though. Q's a chill guy though. He just be chilling at the crib.
Yeah, I just be chilling. Ain't nothing to do for real.
You don't got no pets or nothing.
Did you have a dog or anything?
I had a cat in college, but
What was his name?
What,
bear.
what kind of cat?
It's Maxine cat, but it's kind of like my cat too. So
Do you know what kind of cat it is?
Is it like an orange cat?
no, it's like
Gray
black.
cat?
It's like black, like blackish, grayish, something like that.
Like,
Fluffy?
Yeah,
Is it
fluffy.
No, it's like skinny,
Okay.
Oh, short hair.
agile. Yeah,
He said agile.
yeah.
Let's talk about playing in the city of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
What was your first impressions on the fan base and the city and in general?
Man, it's just great fans. You know, that Atlanta game when we was running out and
That was the first time running out. We got announced. Yeah.
running out and when CD made that hit, bro, like it was just live and it was crazy. That gave me goosebumps,
Yeah.
man. But I just feel like the fans great and the city great for real. So yeah,
What was the attendance like at Toledo?
we played on like Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Some
Oh yeah,
weeks, so
y'all in
like,
the MAC, right?
it'd be like low attendance, but early in the season, like we'll probably get like 25,000 or something like that
Wow.
on a
Seriously?
good day. Yeah,
What'd you get? You're at Middleton.
I don't know.
not 25,000.
Not 25. Maybe like
We got
3.
about 69,000 at Iowa.
How much can it hold?
69,000.
Oh.
I'm being serious. That's
Okay,
not fun. That's not
I
like a
thought you were
joke.
being smart. I don't know.
It actually is 69,000 though. Do you have any like interesting like when you're out in public? If you're ever out in public, you said you would just be chilling at
Do
the
people
crib.
recognize you?
Do people recognize you?
I don't really think I'm noticeable. Like I think more noticeable than me. For real.
I don't think I am. I think I blend
Bro,
in.
shut
Nah,
up.
Hell nah.
All right,
Nah.
it's gotten
Yeah,
like, people
well,
start
people
to notice
dude,
me more and more,
People
but-
confuse me with you all the time. Like if they get really excited, I'm like, dude, they don't think I'm. They think I'm Cooper.
I usually just walk around with like a hat on and
Yeah, I usually
hood.
have my hood on.
Yeah.
If I go to Target or something like that. Or
you go grocery shopping at Target?
I can get stuff from Target.
Like, do you
Or
cook at home or no?
Oh no. I eat from the facility.
So
Every day.
Yeah.
So what's
Do you
your
cook?
what's your pantry look like at home? Like, do you get snacks from Target?
Sometimes.
Okay.
It ain't really nothing in there though.
All right,
So yeah.
gotcha.
What?
So
You
what
got
do you
snacks at your crib?
what do you be going to Target for?
Like bad snacks.
Stuff that I need.
Yeah.
Target's nice
okay.
though.
Yeah.
I like Target.
Target's nice.
Target is nice.
Acme is your store from the city to the shore and the official supermarket of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Acme saves you time and makes your grocery shopping easier than ever with their convenient delivery or drive up and go.
When you shop Acme online, you can count on pickup or delivery when you need it.
They treat every online order with care, which means your groceries are selected and packed with the same attention to detail you'd shop with.
Guaranteed fresh or your money back.
You'll get the same prices, deals, and rewards as in store.
So you get the groceries you need when it's convenient for you.
And you can get your shopping done without ever leaving the house.
Order for flash, delivery, or pickup and get your order in as soon as 30 minutes. Shop now at acmemarkets.com or in the Acme app.
This is Cooper DeJean,
And Reed Blankenship.
and we personally want to thank Ace Hardware Home Services for partnering with Exciting Mics.
From our team to the Ace team, we thank you for bringing helpful to the homes of our Philadelphia football fans.
Is your AC not keeping you cool? Got leaky faucets and pipes? Outlets that aren't working? They've got the person for that.
Because now they're not just the helpful hardware folks, they're also the helpful home service and repair folks.
From plumbing and electrical to heating and cooling, they've got the trusted pros to keep your home humming all year long at Ace Hardware Home Services.
They're bringing helpful home, the help you love from the store, now to your front door, from Philly to the Jersey Shore.
Visit Ace Hardware Home Services online at acehardwarehomeservices.com to get started on your next project. Welcome back to Exciting Mics presented by Vanda Pharmaceuticals. Let's talk about the Super Bowl parade. And the time that you had at the Super Bowl parade.
Yeah.
What was your favorite moment from the parade?
Do you remember?
If you remember.
I remember, like, I woke up at like 8:30. I went to Chick-fil-A, like got me a little chicken biscuit, and then after that I was just drinking for the whole day. But I just remember getting on the bus and then getting out the bus, and then Avante and JB was just trying to be there for me. But
Who?
Go!
Eagles, man.
Bro, you were...
That was my favorite. That was one of my favorite parts of the.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Seeing that video after the parade,
Bro. Because you don't know what's going on in that. You don't know who... I didn't know where you were.
I was everywhere, bro. I was jumping in the crowd, like I just felt free. Yeah,
exactly. That's how I felt too. I was
felt free.
running
And then
all
boom,
over the
you
place.
sit here yelling in the microphone,
I'm glad I ain't saying nothing crazy.
Yeah, it sounded like you were about to say something,
and somebody held you back.
and you
Vontae?
or you held yourself back.
Yeah, no, you're good. You were in your right mind.
Yeah. Like, what was your thoughts when you were up on stage and you saw all those people though?
I was nervous.
How was there this many people? Did you give a speech?
Nah, like
Would
I think I snuck on the mic like after everybody was leaving, and like said a little something, but that was about it.
I think I
was-
do remember that actually. Do you
What did you say?
remember what you said?
I think I said like Quinyonamo Bay or something. Like that. Everybody was leaving.
Why didn't you go up there and speak?
I was scared.
You were scared.
Yeah.
Your body at that point in time said, "I'm scared," even after.
I was scared, then I was like on the steps, and I really couldn't like move for real. Like,
Stuck.
yeah, I was stuck. Yeah. No,
Let's
for
let's
sure.
let's talk about this upcoming season. What have you been focusing on or working on this off season? You think that to help you take the next step?
I think the biggest thing, technique, but like I think the biggest thing is just like learning the defense. I'm
Yeah.
asking, CP, and then I'll read, and then you like all the moving parts to it. So
Yeah.
like I know where my help is at. I know where I don't get help at. So
I feel like it helps that we've been in the defense for a year now, and
Dude, it makes a huge difference.
now
bro.
we can play off. I feel like we'll be able to play off each other even
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, like
Now that
it's to
we
the point
understand
now we don't
everything.
even have to like be vocal with each other.
Yeah.
We just look at each other, kind of just know where I'm gonna be, where you're gonna be,
Yeah.
how you're gonna play this. Like
yeah. Then two is like I know what you think and you know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Yeah.
that.
that's all that matters. I mean that goes with communication too.
Yeah.
Especially like it's not like
And-
we just show up.
And I feel like it helps that, we've been in the defense and we got young guys to teach now. We're
True.
kind of taking more
easier.
of a leadership role
Yeah.
now that Slay and JB and Vontae
Yeah.
and CD, those guys are gone. So we got to take more of a leadership role.
Because
And
once you coach it, I mean,
Yeah.
you hear yourself saying it, and it's like, oh, okay,
yeah.
completely understand it now.
Yeah, and like even just talking through the drills, like IOQ talking to guys like through the drills, and what they can work on and what they can do
Mhm.
better. So I think that helps us too, which is
Always
cool.
learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah,
That's
for
one
sure.
thing you're gonna do. You're always gonna learn.
Sure.
Do you have any receivers that you're excited to play this year again, or any new receivers that you're gonna face? this year that you're excited for? Do you even know?
No, I don't really know. I
Okay.
mean, I seen the schedule, but like I ain't really like getting the
You're just gonna show up and play.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Whoever we got that
Whoever
week.
it is that week,
I feel like you're not that type of guy to
No, you just show up,
kind
bro.
of look ahead. But this past year, you were NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year,
Yeah.
runner up. I thought you should have won it.
Yeah,
Everybody in Philadelphia thinks you
that's
should have
for
won
sure. Everybody in Philly does.
Do you have any
Would you-
personal goals for this year? Or
Nah,
you just ready to ball again?
just ready to put in that work for real. That's about it.
Same old thing.
Put in that work.
Yeah,
The rest will take care of itself.
keep doing what you're doing, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Should say major shout out to Quinyonamo Bay for
sir.
coming on episode 4 of the Exciting Mics, man. You know we appreciate you and
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
you know
man.
love
For
seeing you in
sure.
the locker room every day and
For
playing
sure.
what is it, the shadow box or whatever. It's
I forgot. I don't know
Yeah.
what it's called, but
It's something.
shout out to P Nick though. That's my guy.
very.
Make sure you go follow Q on social media at President
Yeah.
President.
with a 1 in there
Mhm.
as the I.
2
in
Z's.
President. How'd you come up with that name?
'Cause I'm the president.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Welcome back to another segment of our fan rapid fire questions. Today, our first guest, we have Eloy Delgado. You got a hard hitting question for us? What do you got?
My question is, what is your Mount Rushmore of fast food burgers?
Fast
Oh.
food. Mm.
Mount Rushmore fast food
I don't
burgers.
eat this anymore.
Hold on. Let's hear yours. I want to hear yours first.
All right, I'm gonna go Culver's,
Oh,
Whataburger, In-N-Out. I'll say Wendy's.
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 All
Dude,
right.
I've never had In-N-Out, so I can't.
You're missing out, buddy.
I'm sorry. There's no In-N-Outs anywhere I've been.
I'm gonna go. In-N-Out's definitely on mine. In-N-Out is on mine. Culver's is definitely on mine.
Culver's is like that?
Yes. I'm a smash burger type of guy, so
I like smash burgers.
I'm gonna go. I think it's Steak and Shake.
Really?
Yeah,
No.
Steak and Shake. That's a smash
Boo.
burger, right?
Booty.
That's 3. Steak and Shake.
Yeah.
In-N-Out, Culver's, and then what's another good burger
I
spot?
got one. Five Guys.
Oh, I haven't Five Guys in a while.
Five Guys is
I'm gonna go Checkers and Rallies.
It is
Five
good.
Guys is good.
That's a great
Ooh,
spot.
Dude, I might-
Underrated spot.
Y'all
But
fixing
they have
to-
really good burgers.
Absolutely.
I'm doing Five Guys, Burger King,
What?
flame grilled, bro.
Burger King.
Flame grilled. I've never had Culver's. Five Guys, Burger King.
McDonald's?
No.
Oh, fuck. I
Ooh,
forgot about
Shake Shack. Thank you, Shake
Oh,
Shack.
Shake Shack is
And
good.
dude, when they have like the secret sauce,
What's your last one?
I think there's this place local. I think it's called M2O Burgers. Dude, they have this like secret sauce. It's so good. Burger King though, you
Definitely.
Burger King is
it's
not a good
sleeper.
burger.
It's a sleeper, bro. Flame grilled,
No, it's not.
It's okay.
double Whopper
It's
cheese.
okay. It's
All right,
down
brother.
there, though.
We appreciate you, man. Thanks
Yeah,
for
thank you,
joining
man.
us.
Appreciate y'all.
That was a good question. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, go Birds.
Go
Go
Birds.
Birds.
Our second guest for our Q&A is Mr. Connor Joyce. What do you got for us today?
So with the schedule or the Madden release with Saquon with doing the backwards hurdle, what are some of the most iconic plays that you can think of that would be Madden cover worthy?
Oh. From this season or just like all time?
Lifetime?
One of the greatest plays and maybe you'll ever see. So the fact that it's a Madden cover, like what are some other plays you think are?
I was going to say Odell was already on one, right?
Odell was, I think. That'd probably be one. Smitty's catch in the back of the end
Smitty's
zone last
catch.
year.
Yeah.
Sick. The dagger in the Super
What
Bowl.
about AJ doing the point?
Oh,
weren't here for that.
to
It was against the Steelers.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
point.
yeah.
That's dumb. The tush push.
Tush push. That'd be a sick
What
Madden
did you
cover.
say? When was it the?
They should
was
make that like a limited
where
edition.
Jalen he stuck his tongue out. Was
Oh,
that
yeah.
Cincinnati?
Yeah.
That could be it.
the tush push would be sick. BG strip sack. I'm thinking of like
BG,
all Philly
yeah.
Philly plays,
Okay,
but
BG strip sack. Yours. And throw yours in there. I'll throw yours in there.
The-
Your pick six.
that picture would be sick on there.
That would be tough.
The helmet catch. Yeah.
Pretty good
I
ones.
think that's Do you got any?
I think you're forgetting one of the biggest plays of the year. It was your hit on Derrick Henry, man.
Oh, I did forget about that.
I didn't think about that.
I did forget about that.
That would be a cool one, though.
That would be sweet.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Go
appreciate
Birds.
you, man.
Appreciate you. Go Birds.
Go
Thanks for
Birds.
joining us. Our next guest on the Fan Rapid Fire Q&A, Angela Travado.
Hey,
Welcome to the show. What
Go
do you got
Birds.
for us today?
Go Birds.
Go Birds, baby. What do you got
Okay,
for
got
us?
it. Tough one for you guys. Take your time to think on it. I can help if you need to shoot around some ideas. Know you like to get on the golf course here and there. So I'm wondering what would be both of your ideal foursomes to join you for a round?
It's anybody, right?
Tiger Woods, Tom Brady.
Whoa. Yeah, go ahead.
Tiger Woods, Tom Brady. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on him. He has a iced tea.
John Daly.
John Daly.
Arnold Palmer?
No,
John Daly.
And then Scottie Scheffler.
Scottie Scheffler.
Yeah. Hey, that's a group right there.
That is a squad.
Yeah, that is a squad.
Well, I think, do you have a dream golf foursome?
Honestly, the first person I'm thinking of is Marshawn Lynch. I want him driving.
Oh my
the
God.
cart. That's all I'm-
That's
I
actually
forgot
really
about
good.
that. He'll be on Hennessy.
He'd be
That's
a
too
good time.
rough.
I think
He
it'd
would
be a good time. And I'd say probably Charles Barkley, also a great time on the golf course, it seems like. I'm not necessarily going for great, I'm going for fun. But that's just,
Yeah. Well, John Daly's good.
So,
He's both.
wait, if it's a foursome,
So it's only 3, right?
yeah, you pick four
yeah,
pick
so take
four.
a look at
I picked
five,
4.
yeah.
I can drive the car.
Unless you don't want to play.
I can caddy.
You don't want to play
I'll be
golf.
somebody's caddy.
So I'm gonna pick 3 because I want to play golf with these guys. Mine would have to be LeBron James.
That
LeBron.
was cheesy, bro.
Steph Curry, maybe?
Steph's- Thing is, Steph
He's pretty good.
would beat my ass, so I wouldn't have fun.
Would LeBron?
In golf, I don't know if LeBron's a big golf guy,
Oh.
but I'd like to play golf with him, Tiger Woods, and Tom Brady probably.
Yeah. Pretty much that.
LeBron, Tiger Woods, Tom Brady. Would
If you-
probably
if you
and
throw-
me
Throw 4 in there,
throw 4.
like what I did.
You're driving the cart with Marshawn.
Yeah.
We'll throw Michael Jordan in there.
Oh.
He is a good golfer, but I think
Forgot about
it'd be
that.
fun to see him and LeBron go at it, and Tiger
And
Woods.
also, if they're not good, then you can kind of poke fun, and you're never going to get to do that
Yeah,
with them.
exactly.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
So,
Well, thank you.
Thank you. That was a great question.
That was a really good question.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks for
thanks,
joining
guys.
us. Appreciate you.
ya. Go Birds!
Go
Go
Birds. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Exciting Mics.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube and wherever you get your podcast.
Drop your questions in the comment section below, and you could be joining us on the show next week to ask us live in the episode.
We appreciate your love and support, and we'll see you next week.